Alrighty, good evening one and all. We've actually started on time tonight. Bang on 7 o'clock I start talking. That's very good. It's almost like I planned my entire day around that fact. Hopefully the stream isn't buffering. I'm trying to stream in 4K again. I don't know why I'm trying to stream OpenTTD in 4K because it really makes no difference at the end of the day, but I'm giving it a go. This is mainly a test bed for streaming other games in 4K in the not too distant future. You might also hear some background noise. As you all know, I'm a die-hard Newcastle fan, born and raised. Why is the bitrate stuck at 6,000? That's annoying. Yeah, I'm a boyhood Newcastle fan, born and raised. And Newcastle are actually playing tonight, live on Amazon Prime. So I've got that on in the background. Because at the end of the day, I don't mind sacrificing the occasional Newcastle match in order to be able to stream. But I don't want it to be a repetitive thing, continuous, consistent thing. If that makes sense at all. Because at the end of the day, Newcastle are on TV so rarely these days. It's always nice to be able to actually watch them when they're on. So you might hear that in the background. Let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down a little bit. But I'd like to be able to hear some of it. Right. This is Guard City St. George. This is the largest terminus station on the network by quite a long stretch. It has how many platforms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I've already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 36 platforms. Ooh, that's a lot. 36 platforms is a lot. That probably puts it as the largest station in the UK were it to exist in real life. So yeah, this is Guard City St. George. I'm just going to do a quick buffering test to make sure that we're not... Right. So let me know if it's buffering or not. As I said in the chat already. Even if it's working fine, just let me know. Peace of mind and all that. GSG's great. We've got lots of trains coming in and out. The commuter side of things, got the overground platforms here, we've got the HLR platforms here, we've got the Guard City Great Northern platforms here, then we've got the Guard City Connect / Centre Rail platforms here, and then we've got the fast platforms that will head up towards Honingville, Warnbridge, Sunnington, Beffing Way. I'm naming them in completely random order. What else? Runnington and Tenfing Bridge, Flame Junction, things like that. Okay, it's buffering for some, but not for all. If it's not buffering for someone, that means that my end is okay. So I'm obviously disappointed that it is buffering for people, but at the same time, I can relax knowing that it shouldn't be at my end where the problem lies. That sounded really selfish. I apologise. Anyway, these platforms here, these 6 platforms here on the eastern side of GSG are mothballed at the moment. They're not being used. They're about as good as the international platforms at Waterloo were until a couple of years ago. We're going to change that tonight, I hope. George, you said you had some ideas for the high-speed network. Feel free to suggest them, but don't be offended if they're not taken on board. Mainly because the high-speed services are technically already planned. I'm just trying to get them to work. So we've got... What's this? Oh, this is Transrapid. I was about to say, what the hell is this? No, this is Transrapid. I need to change that. Where is high speed then? I'm sure I had high speed trains planned. I was building one. Don't tell me I deleted the... do you know what I've probably done is deleted the wrong thing. That's annoying if I have done that. Freight, buses, trams, airways. Yeah, I think I've deleted the wrong thing. So this high-speed rail is going to get repurposed. So yeah, you will have to suggest some ideas because we need to fill these in again. Basically, it was Railjet and Eurostar type services, even though it's not international technically. Although I'm still tempted to make Bar City like a separate, at least the southeast corner of the map, it's separate country, kind of like England to Scotland and England to Wales, that kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't know right now. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to try and get this working. So there is a train. Let me grab electrified rail construction. and grab this. We will go through rail news in a second as well, because my magazine's arrived this week. I can see that there's some rail news there, which I wasn't aware of, so I'll read that out in a second. There's the train I'm looking for. So this is the problem maker, this one here, because currently we've reached our order limit. So, you know, try and add an order. Too many orders, bottom corner here. So that's very annoying. But I might have found a solution to our problem. So, if I scooch over here, we have all of these waypoints here that are designed to get trains from low speed to high speed. We don't really need all of them for accelerating. For decelerating, we do, but for accelerating, we don't, because the train accelerates naturally, quite realistically. So I want to sort of go ahead with that. So in order to make that work, all of these waypoints are going to remain in place. I'm not going to move them. That's basically future-proofing, so in case they do change the way that the game's structured in the future, so that we can go above 255 orders. I don't have to change too much with the network. The waypoints are already here. We will have to add them into the order list here, but I mean, I'm not too fussed about having to do that right now. So my theory is, here for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 waypoints just to get the train from depot speed up to line speed here. And that is overkill. We don't need that many. I've also realised... Oh, they are different. That's fine. I've also realised that... what was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say now. I can't remember what I was going to say. So to get the train from depot speed to line speed, we only need one waypoint, which is going to be this one here. So what I'm going to do is all of this, I'm going to delete, and we're going to start again. And I know there's a easier and quicker way of doing this, but right now I just want to make sure that I've kept some orders, so that the top two and probably the bottom, like 1 or 2 as well. I will read the chat in a second, I promise. I'm just sorting this out very, very quickly. There's lots of interesting rail news developing, lots of different things. So there's plenty to talk about. Also, and I'll mention this now because I was supposed to mention it last week and I forgot, this is episode number 42, which means just as we tick over into February, episode 50 will come around. So we've got plenty of time to come up with some ideas for what to do for episode 50. And currently, there's no limit. So if you want to build a new line, we can do that. If you want to construct new depots or new train fleets or anything like that, we can do all of that in episode 50. But suggest it all now in the chat, and the best ideas will get taken forward and actually used. George, what were your ideas for high speed? Tell me now and tell me quick. Have you seen that Anglia are now cancelling services due to lack of trains? That's funny. That's quite ironic considering how many they've just binned recently as well. All of Anglian's 153s and almost all of the 170s have been transferred to Transport for Wales, and not enough of the new trains have been commissioned. I'm amazed that there's no clause in these contracts whereby if the trains aren't ready on time, then the old ones can't be cascaded. Now, I know that there are other companies that are relying on these trains and are waiting for these trains, but at the same time, it seems really dumb to leave one company with a shortage of trains, whereas, you know, Transport for Wales, they might have to run a skeleton timetable for a little bit, but I'd rather two companies have to run a slightly adapted timetable, rather than one has a full timetable and the other one has no timetable. That seemed really short-sighted to me. But then, what do I know? I'm just a guy that makes YouTube videos. Right, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to go and that's how we're going to do these from now on. Did it wrong. Did it wrong. We're not going to do it like that. We're not going to do it like that. What we are going to do is this. No, I'm choosing the wrong one. That's why it's not working. I'm choosing the wrong one. It's this, and then it's this, 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 and this. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Choose the named ones, not the unnamed ones. Okay, now I can do 2 here. Bosh bosh. And then here I can just go 1. I don't think there's any waypoints down here, no. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is why it's such a pain to try and get to work, because essentially there's 13 waypoints either side of each station to get the train up to line speed and back down to normal speed, or to train stopping, station stopping speed. And that's why it's really not working. Could we have the high-speed franchises split into two, one for commuter and fast services? Yeah. Isn't that what we were already doing, though? So we're not using javelins on this line, they're going to be used on conventional rail. But things like the railjet is like a first class version of a commuter train, basically, because it stops at all the stops. And then there's high-speed trains that go straight from Guard City to Bar City, and then there's also trains that will go from Guard City and then we'll stop at some of the key stations. So this one here is a key station because it's a major junction. It also connects up to the line here. And then also further down the line there's a couple of other junctions. So where the Bar City commuter belt also meets up with the high speed, some fast services will stop there as well. But the whole point of high speed is it's supposed to be fast. So there will be some like commuter trains that stop at every station, but the majority of which will just bomb straight through. That's kind of the plan. That is kind of the plan. Yeah, we can go straight through here. So at this point, we can just go 1, 2 like that. And then 1, 2 like that. 1, 2 like that. So that's saved us some trouble as well, which I'm quite happy with. This section of line, I still want to rebuild it. I still don't like it very much. It's a bit meh for me. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to do this one twice. Like that. So that's where it's going to go from whatever the speed limit is here up to whatever the speed limit is here, and then it won't need to go through these. So that's all good. And then we'll do the same thing down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we need to do this one twice. And then under all of this, up and over this bridge here, where we go 1, 2. I've not missed any out. I don't think I've missed any out. And then drop down again to go through the tunnels here, and then emerge again. I don't think there's no waypoints here either. So now we can go into GSG. And already, look how much we've saved. We're still down at 64, which is not good. So I don't think we'll be able to stop at as many stations as I'd like. But it's still better than what it was before, which was a nightmare. I think we'd use like half of our allotted orders just to get into... Whoops, not always. If reliability is more than 20. So yeah, already... excuse me. Already we're doing a lot better. Excuse me. I think I'm coming down with a cold, which is probably the worst time of the year in terms of my work schedule, but the best time of the year in terms of what's going on. You know, it's winter. Everyone has a cold in winter. It's been a while since I had a cold, so it's quite annoying. Especially as, I mean, it's not like I have to use my voice pretty much every day for my work or anything. Right. That was sarcasm, by the way, for those of you. Yeah, sarcasm. I hate having a cold. I don't want, like, sometimes I don't mind being ill because you get it out of the way, but when it's a cold, it really sucks me, like, sucks the soul out of me, because I do need my voice. You know, I joke about it, but I do need my voice. I'm very keen to make sure that my voice doesn't go anywhere a lot of the time. Okay, so we go back down to 2 tracks here. Now this time we go 1 and then like this. These terminus stations are the ones that hit the hardest. Now we're down to 78. So we've used, what, an eighth? No, a quarter. Not in fact, even less than that, about a third. We've used about a third of our orders already. So the other thing I could do is increase the speed limits going in and out of stations. So instead of it being currently 250 miles an hour normally, and then it drops down to, where is it? High speed 1. There it is. So it's, yeah, 250 miles an hour normally, and then when you stop at stations it's 120. I could potentially raise it to like 170, and that saves 5 waypoints each side, so 10 in total per station. It's really painful. When I start working it out like that, it's so painful. I can see why there were problems. Even now, I think we're going to run into some problems. But this service that I'm doing here is basically going to be a non-stop between Guard City and Bar City, so I don't have to worry too much right now, but even so. So that's going to be that, and then these. Oh, it's so painful. Am I doing... No, it's that one. Got to check I'm doing this right. The last thing I want to do is mess this up. So, 1, yeah. Between 1, and then it goes back down to 1. Yep, that's all good. Right. So here, now we can just skip through this first station. We're not going to be stopping here. In fact, is there even anything of interest at this station? Oh, there is. Yeah, this is Winston Carlestra. It's quite an important station as well. Some services as well, to actually tie in with what you suggested, George, some of the services will just go shuttle between like Guard City and Winston and back again. First retired Northern 142... Oh, sorry. First retired Northern 142 arrived at Booth Scrapyard at Rotherham yesterday. End of an era. End of an era. I'm not too upset to see them go. I never rode a Pacer. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I did ride a Pacer once. A while ago now. Up in Manchester. But, I mean, I'm not mourning the loss. Didn't really know them, to be honest. I'm really... What are we down to? 97. So half of... Let's say 256, just to make it easier to calculate. So half of 256 is 128. So I'm nearly halfway. I'm 31 away from being halfway. So I could probably afford to stop here. Because we do run at slower speeds towards Bar City. It's... We should really stop here, shouldn't we? It's the major junction. Passengers can transfer then between trains to Gronwell and trains to Bar City. Also, trains... Where do the trains to... Actually, is this the split I'm thinking of? Yeah, it must be. So it must be at Winston that the train to Plenborough branches off. Yes. So we're not stopping there. Not this train. One in the future maybe, but not this one. Okay, I think we will stop at Grundhead. I dispatched 3 Transport for Wales Pacers at work today. Very nice. Very nice. Must be cool being a dispatcher. Must be cool. A lot of people think it's, you stand on a platform and hold up a sign, but there's a lot more to it than that, from what I can tell. Alright, so let's go from 250 to 180. Let's have that as our stopping. So we need 8 waypoints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Da, 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 da. And then we'll go into Grundhead Apollonia Airport. Always forget the airport bit. and then out again onto this southern, yeah, onto this southern route. So again, we're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think this will work. And then from here, we scooch back up to 250 again, and then we'll head straight south. Now, are we going to stop at the big interchange? My inclination is to say no. Wow, we really tore a hole through all of these places, didn't we? Oh boy, we have to grow those back. Alright, here we are. So let's say the speed limit here. What are we down to now? 117. So we're kind of on the home stretch. We will, I think... this is hard. Maybe 140, because I think the speed limit south of here is 140. Is that correct? Please tell me I did the speed limits for this bit. Bar City, Fort Breadborough? Yeah. So the fast lines, the speed limit is... yeah, the speed limit's 140. So if we just slow down to 140, we need 11, so we need 12 more orders there to make that work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we can come 2 from the end here. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 like that. And then we can go 2 in here. And then running out of the station, we just need 1 like that. And then we're running at the right line speed. So how much of this is actually 140? Okay, it's 140 all the way down to... oh, that's the wrong way. All the way up to Bar City, and then we slow down to 50. I don't want 50. I think 30 is more reasonable. Actually, no, 50 could work. 50 could work. Maybe 30. I might have to add a couple more waypoints when we get there. But we can run, yeah, 140 all the way down here. And if you look now, we are up to 133. So we're just over halfway, which is good, because then we can start... once we get to Bar City, we can start looking at, can we add additional stations to the route. So here, for example, we're not going to stop at Slonford Supernova. We'll add the waypoints in. Here, here, and here. So that's another 6 that we've just added in. It all adds up. It all adds up. 140 round there, no problem. So this is where we slow down for Winnington Tranquility. I think we should stop here. But again, the speed limit can be 140 coming in and out of this station. Oh, actually, can it? What is the speed limit around this bend? Winnington Tranquility. There's 140 according to this. I mean, we'll try. Can you get round there at 140? We'll just do it. We'll just do it. So I need this line here. Tranquility North Fast 1. I don't think I've signalled any of this, which could be I like programmed the signals, which could be an issue. Have I done it? No. That's annoying. I've really got to stop saying I'll do things in the future and actually do them in the present. That is quite frustrating. Right, so yeah, here's Bar City now. So at this point, I've got to look and see which waypoints we use. So Nanningwell Fast 4. So I'm going to add a couple more waypoints to the north here. A 5 and a 6. Let's add 5 here. Actually, let's do them a bit closer together. 5 can go there, and then 6 can go here. Kind of like this. Fast 5. And then this one can be fast 6. So if this little experiment tonight works, then we can get the Transrapid working as well. Because I think Transrapid, I can, instead of doing 10-mile-an-hour increments for each waypoint, I could probably do 20. Because we have to get those up to 250 miles an hour, which is a hell of a lot faster than this. 350, sorry, not 250, which is an extra 10 waypoints or an extra 5. But then if we're doing it in 20 miles an hour anyway, then we can go from 30 to 250 in 11 waypoints. And then we only need 5 more to get it up to top speed. Plus we're only using 1 waypoint to accelerate as well. So we save ourselves a lot of bother by doing that. Okay, we should, fingers crossed, have enough orders now that we can get into Bar City Central. That's what I'm hoping for. So we're going to go straight through here. Non-stop via. Non-stop via. And then over these ones. Over these ones. And then roll gently into Bar City Central. We did it! How many orders have we got left? Oh, we've got a lot. We got 90. Where else do you want to stop, guys? What other stations do you want to call at? Should we stop at Winston if we've got the ability to? So we stopped at both the major stations on the Bar City branch, so we could afford now to come back down the line here. Where are we? Here. And stop at Winston Kylestra. I think we should do it. Yeah, I think we should do it. I was hoping for a vibrant, chatty stream tonight. It's been a bit quiet so far. Where are we? GSG. We get up to speed here. Oh, here. It's Winston, not Worcester. But yeah, we'll stop here. We'll stop here as well. I'm a little bit distracted. The match is about to kick off as well. I don't know what it is about Amazon. They've just revolutionized it a little bit for me. I quite like it. Brundwood, HighSpeed 10, Kylestra through. So here we can turn this into a stop at Winston. And then this what do you HighSpeed 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was it we're using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 8. And on the way back, instead of Kylestra through, we stop at Kylestra and then up here. So you are number 1, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. and we've still got enough. So in the future, especially going up to Gronwell as well, because the route there's a little bit longer. I think there's a couple more stations along the way. But I think in terms of waypoint usage, the Bar City branch is the most intensive. In terms of station stoppage, I think the Plenborough one is the most intensive. And in terms of just general distance, the Gronwell one is the biggest because it's right up to the northeast corner of the map. So yeah, we've done it. I'm actually very surprised and happy that we've been able to get this done, because I genuinely didn't think it was going to be possible at one point. So now I'm going to go into the service schedules. I'm going to wipe... Actually, I'm not going to wipe this. I'm going to duplicate this. You're going to be Trans Rapid, the new one. The old one is going to be HighSpeed. So the plan here... Oh wait, no, this is right. Yeah, this is right. I put St. John. I should have put St. George. There we go. I knew I had one that I'd planned out. Winston Colestra, Grundhead Apollonia Airport, Fort Bredborough Celestial Airport, Slonford Supernova. We don't stop there, do we? So after Fort Bredborough, the next stop is Wannington Tranquility, and then Bar City. So we don't stop at Slonford, and we also don't stop at Bar City, Fort Dronford. Drunford, sorry, not Dronford. There we go. Let's calculate all this. So it's up to 11. So I haven't done total times or anything like that yet. Trains will probably run every hour, give or take. Not 100% sure right now. So speed limits. Oh god, I'm going to hate doing this. We'll set it as a blanket. Actually, we'll set it as a blanket 140 for now. Now I've got to remember how I did this. So, coming out of the depot, you're going to be 10. And then you're going to be 10. And then it's going to be 20. Where are we? Scooch on over here. So at the end of High Speed Depot East Approach 1, we should be doing, I think, 100 miles an hour. Oh, here we go. So it's 20 miles an hour out of the depot, not 10. So you're 20. Then you're going to be 30. And then when we hit number 8, this one here, we can speed up to 120. And then we go through. We can go to 130, 140. This one here is going to be 150. Actually, no, because when we hit Frinningham High Speed, this one, we can go up to 250. And then you're going to be 250. Come on, guys, let's get chatty. Let's get chatty. No one suggested any ideas for episode 50 yet. Is this waypoint supposed to do? Brundwood High Speed 10. Oh no, we're good. We can do 250 here. It's only when we hit this one. We have to go 240, 230, 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170, 160, 150, 140, and then 130, 120, 110. I really hope these add up. I don't want to do these again. 100. Let's go up from GSG now, just so I know that these work. 20. Is that correct? Yep. 20. 30. 40. 50. 60. 70. You should be 80, and then the next one should be 90. And then 100. I think I filled this one in, so this should be 100. Yes. It's always satisfying just knowing I've got that right. 20. 30. 40. 50. Oh, hang on. No. That's not what I'm doing at all. So when we get to 1, we can then go up to 130. To U, we can jump up to 130. This is going to be a really difficult habit to break out of. And then here, we can go up to 250. And then here, we can go 240, 230, 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170 into the station, and then coming out of the station, 170, and then we hit this and we can go up to 250, and then here 240, 230, 30, not 80, 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170, and then coming out 170, 250, and then 240, 230, 220. Again, I wish there was like a mirror option, so everything I do here would also affect the same in reverse, but alas, no. This is 200, yeah, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170, 160, 150, and 140. And then we can go right the way down here to Bar City Central now. We can go 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and then you should be 140. Oh, hang on. I think we've missed one out here somewhere. That doesn't look right to me. Let's pin you for a second, and we'll put you away. I need to follow this line all the way down. Oh, the lag. That's not the stream buffering, by the way. That's genuinely the game lagging right now. Not good. Not good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So if we're coming in at 140 and we're slowing down to 30, then we need 11 waypoints. And currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's amend that problem. By doing something like this. We will have to signal these, but that's fine. Okay, so Bar City is here. You're Fort Dronford, correct? Yep. So north of it, there. South of it, there. Are you north release? No. Have I put you in the wrong place? I think I've put you in the wrong place. Where's Bar City North release? Oh, there. So after North release. There. And here. Before North release. There we go. It's buffering. Okay. Give it a second, it might fix itself. Let me just see if YouTube's telling me anything. Nope. Anyone. Yeah, I mean, if you're in the chat and you're telling other people to chat, then you're the problem. Simple as. You know, everyone should be talking right now. Everyone should have... as I've said last week, the best conversations are when everyone just talks and we all have a good conversation together. When people just sit there in silence, that's when it gets a little bit tiresome. Azuma's have entered service on Aberdeen route. Wasn't that like 3 weeks ago that happened? I'm trying to remember. UK rail tours are running 4 LNER HST farewell tours. Yes, I saw a video of someone talking about that. Is it Nodrog? Nodrog? I've started watching, and yeah, they got a guy there who talks about LNER. December 15th is the last day for HSTs on LNER. Same time as the timetable then. It's buffering. I've had it buffer a few times, but only lasts for a second. It's buffering again. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. We'll try and plough through it. Right, timetable. Bosh. So, all the way back up here now. There's Bar City Central. So you are going to be 140. You are going to be 130. 120. 110. 100. And then you're going to be 90. And then this one here is going to be 80. And then you should still be 70? Yes. Have you seen Secrets of the Metro Link by David Frankel? I have not. Sounds interesting though. Not 20, 30. This is always the boring bit. And I always say that, and you know, I do a really good job of advertising my own videos, but this is always the boring bit, doing the speed limits. Ooh, Newcastle have scored. Give me a second. I just need to watch the replay. Oh, why is it always on a Thursday that the football's on that I really want to watch? It's either Europa League or it's, you know, this time Newcastle. I'm not even sure why that we're playing during the midweek this time. Oh, that's a great header. That is a great header. Alright, 50. 60. 70. And then somewhere, this one is 80. And somewhere there should be a jump. Actually, is there a... No, I don't think I made a jump. So, Nanningwell Fast 1 here. I don't need to put all the other Nanningwells coming out of Bar City. There's Bar City, so Fast 1, and I can get rid of these ones. Like that. So that one is, what, 80? And then from 80, you can jump straight up to 140, 140, all the way through 140 until we get to Fort Bredborough. And then here, we can go up to 250. And then it's 240, 230, 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170. Even Jeff liked it. Very interesting facts about history of Metrolink. Yeah, feel free to link it on the Discord. We'll all check it out. 170, home stretch now, people. Hit this one here, we've got up to 250. And then here it will be 240. 230. 220. 210. 200. 190. 180. 170. And then out of the station, 170. 250. And then the big slowdown ready for Guard City. So 240. Sounds like Dubravka's just had to make a save. 230. 220. 210. 200. 190. 180. You get the idea. I don't need to read all these out. I'm mainly doing it so I don't miss one, but as I said, you guys get the idea. So what I'm gauging from this, whoops, that's literally the one that I didn't even need to change. That is right, isn't it? 160, 150. Yeah, 140, 130. So what I'm gauging from this is, even if I split the speed limits into 20 mph increments rather than 10, we could like shave half the waypoints off again. So I think we've fixed the problem. And in terms of realism, it should still be right up there. You know, the train will accelerate by itself naturally, and it's slowing down at a rate that is well within the range of the realism initiative. So I would take this as a successful experiment, which I'm really, really happy with. 70. Did anyone do the thing that I asked them to do last week, which was to run the game and see if it crashes or not? Because I really need to find out whether it's my end or whether it's the... Am I missing a speed limit here? Oh no. No, you're 40. I really need to find out if the crash is at my end or if it's a universal thing. So if you haven't done it, could you please, please, please do it and let me know in the chat or in the comments or on Discord if it's crashing for you guys as well, because I really do need to know. I'll use the word game breaking because it literally is breaking my game at the moment. It's making it impossible to play, and the more it crashes, the more disillusioned I get with the idea of actually continuing the series. And I don't want to end the series, so I'd like to get to the bottom of what exactly is going on. So Flint Bridge, high speed 1. We need to be going at 130. And then here we can go up to 250 to shoot through Kylestra. Like so. And even this one here we can shoot through at 250, and then it's only here where we need to start slowing down again. So it's, count it with me folks, 240, 230, everyone's going to think you've lost your mind if you actually do this. 220, 210, 200, 190, 180, 170, 160, 150. So we should go through Apollonia at 120, which it looks like is going to be the case. 140 was actually fine for that one. Yeah, 150, 140, you're 130. And then 120, and from here I'm going to go upwards now, so 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, whoops, 90, 100, 110, and then this one should be 120. So satisfying when it works, so satisfying. So here we can go 7200, no, 14400. Although I might do it every 30 minutes. Because I kind of want lots of trains on this line. The bottleneck really is at GSG, but I think we can get away with it if we plan it out correctly. Let's say we can get away with it. So then let's do this. 3600 looks to be our default. Stopping time, which is 15 minutes. That's about right. I'm going want to change. Actually, no, I think I will leave that as is. I think I will leave that as is. So the depot at the top here is going to be 28,800, and then this one here is going to be 14,400, and then GSG is going to be 14,400. I say GSG is the bottleneck. It's the smallest station on the high-speed network. This is going to be where everything is going to be held up. And then it's 15 miles, not 15 miles now, 15 minutes all the way down until Bar City, where it's 14,400. And then keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down, keep scrolling down. Clear that one. U, 14,400. Keep scrolling down, and then U are 14,400. This train is ready to go. It is ready to go. Save the game, because I really don't want to lose what I've just done there. Now we've got to do some signal programming. So this is the bit where I definitely need people to keep me distracted in the chat. Man, my Facebook chat is blown up tonight. They know. The guys know. I stream on Thursdays, so that's when everyone does all the talking. Oh, it's so frustrating. Alright, you and you. Deny if entry direction is from the front, then allow. You and you. Deny if, whoops, entry direction is from the back, then if current order is that, then deny, allow. These ones here I might just leave. I don't think we need to worry about that too much. These, I think I had these done. Yeah. So really, I remove all of these ors. So your next order is that. That's it. Whereas this side, it can be this station or this station, which I think we've got. Or, yeah, continuing to go north. Is that right? Yeah, that really shouldn't be the case. I might just leave it, though. I might just leave it. So you're going to be this, or if next order is this, or if next order is this. I think all platforms are used for this station. That's why it's set up like it is. But yeah, the big thing we're gonna have to do is Wannington Tranquility. That's the big one. Oh, Newcastle nearly conceded. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Not comfortable with that. So yeah, these platforms I don't think have been done. No, I won't worry about these ones yet, because I'd like to try and get this train running now. So let's have a look and see if we can do that. So what do I want here? This platform and this platform. I want them to share. You're going to be deny if entry, oopsie doodle, I keep doing that. If entry direction is from the back, then if next order is this one. Oh, I've done this wrong. That one and that one. So I need you to copy from that, and then I need you to share with that one. Reset, reset. And if entry signal is this one, then allow. This side they can all copy from this. I can't remember which one it was. No, it's not the one. Which one is it? That one? No. That one? No. That one. There we go. So we can remove the signal requirement and just say if next order is this. Speaking of order, has anyone watched the videos yet of Rise of the Resistance at Disney World? It is incredible what they've done with that ride. It looks so awesome. If ever I wanted to go to Florida to ride that ride, well, if ever I wanted to go to Florida, period, now is the time. It looks so cool. So cool. Cannot wait. One day I'll get to go. But not yet. Right. Fast. How did I configure this? Was it just this? Yeah. Okay. So that's that one done. I think that's all I need to worry about right now. I probably should do the other ones. Let's not be lazy now. Come on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's do it all on this one. And then share, and share. And then you are going to be that. All looks good to me. Chat's gone quiet again, guys. It's gone very quiet again. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to have all the slow platforms serve all the lines. That works out well for me. Let's do this, or if next order is this, then if the entry signal is this one, then allow. But then I'm going to do another one underneath of if entry direction is from the back, then if next order is the fast lines. This one. Actually, yeah, I think it would just be that one. Then if entry signal is here, then allow. There we go. Where's your least favourite and most favourite station in the UK? I really like King's Cross and St Pancras. St Pancras is a perfect example of how to do a classic station with a modern twist. And King's Cross, since they took the green awning thing away, King's Cross looks amazing now. So that's also a good example of how to do a classic design in a modern station. My least favourite currently is Euston. It's just awful. Mind you, Birmingham New Street looks like hell on earth as well. They spent all that money redeveloping the station and they didn't do anything at platform level. It was all done above ground. But then I also like Stratford International is also a least favourite of mine because it's just so ugly. It's a nice station in principle, but even the DLR side of it, it's just a concrete box. They need to decorate it a little bit, do some artwork, or just build over it and do some coloured lighting on the walls, something like that, just to make it look less grey and dreary. And because it's also around the back side of Westfield, so you come out of the station and you've just got like the delivery area out the front. It's not very nice to look at. Ebbsfleet International is quite nice though. Slightly, I was about to say slightly biased, but I have no reason to be biased towards Ebbsfleet, believe me. But Ebbsfleet's a nice station, the outside and the inside. Fortunate enough to have seen both. Alright, we're going to put a couple more waypoints here. What I want to do to end this stream, because we are going to end quite early, considering. I was kind of thinking this would take longer to do. But I'd like to do... Oh, there's a signal there. I'd like to try and do a run through of this first train. We'll have to see. The plan is to build over it and allow development. They should extend Westfield over the top of it, I think. Because Westfield inside, the Stratford and the one at Shepherd's Bush, to be fair, they're both very nice looking stations. So they should probably do that. They should probably do that. Just extend Westfield over the top. But, it's not up to me. I'm trying to think what part of Westfield is actually nearest the station. I think it's like, is it John Lewis or something like that? They could put another anchor store on top. And then you don't even have to walk outside to get to the station. Then you can integrate it into one big building. That could work. Oh yeah, Birmingham Moore Street as well. I really like old school GWR, and Moore Street is a really good example of that, for sure. That's a very pretty station. Yeah, Moore Street is a good one. Newcastle Central, it's been a while since I went there, but the last time I was there, it was nice. And I've seen pictures of how it looks now, and it looks very nice. So I wouldn't mind going back there one day. Which one? That's the one. Share. And share. Oops. Oh, for God's sake. That one. Or that one. Actually, I need to change these. If entry direction is from the front, then allow. If entry direction is from the front, then allow. St Pancras by far my favourite. Used to be a horrible station, now lovely with the contrast between old and new. Shame they did not have more platforms on EMR. Yeah, it's 3 platforms on the southeastern side. Is it 4 on the Midland mainline side? Little short-sighted. But it's one of those things, really. The good thing about having these terminus platforms is all these signals can actually share functions with each other, which makes my life a hell of a lot easier. Right, so this station is now pretty much fully signalled. The only thing left to do is... Oh, we got to do... Oh no, we did do the if entry direction is from the front ones, didn't we? Let me check. That one. Oh, we didn't. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. Wait, I thought we did do it. Oh, I never actually programmed it. That was derp. if entry direction is from the front, then deny, allow. Now, why is there only 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's not even connected, that one. It's not very good. It's a bit dumb as well. I might just connect it that way. Right, let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Are you joined up? Yep, you are. You are. You are. You are. This one is. This one is. That one and that one. This one. This one. This one. Aha! That one isn't. No, you can't connect with yourself. There we go. Right. I can sleep easy tonight now, knowing I've done that. 4 on the Midland Main Line. Yeah, they should have. One reason for the short trains on the new East Midlands Railway is because of platform capacity. I thought it was because of gauge clearances on the Midland Main Line. That's why the 222s, the Meridians, that's why they're sort of a funny length. It's because of gauge clearances, but it could be because of the platforms as well. What I don't understand, there's more Eurostar services than there used to be. I understand that part, but there were 5 international platforms at Waterloo, and there's 8, I think, at St Pancras. Why did they need 3 more? Could they not have just kept with what they had? I don't know. Like I said, they've introduced more services, so it could be that. Plus, I think at the time Eurostar were considering getting the new trains, the longer trains, so that might have been factored in as well. But I do feel like there are too many Eurostar platforms at St Pancras and not enough of the other trains. But then it's an international rail station, so if current order is, then deny, allow. Okay, Fort Bredborough. Please tell me I signalled Fort Bredborough. I really don't want to have to do all this again. I have a horrible feeling I didn't. No. Okay. The platforms are shorter here at least. And there's less of them, so don't have to worry too much. 6 Eurostar. Oh, is there only 6 Eurostar? 4 Midland Main Line and 3 Southeastern. 2 Thameslink. Yeah, but the 2 Thameslink don't really count because they're underneath. They're not really getting in anyone's way. I'm going to have to be methodical with this. So you and you're going to share. You're going to be deny if entry direction is from the back, then if next order is slow, then deny, allow. These two here are going to copy from this and share with, oh, I got it right, and you're going to be fast, so I think you can cross over. Yeah, you can cross over. And then this one is going to be this, or if next order is fast. There we go. Personally, I want more Southeast and Midland Main Line. Well, it's really difficult because you can't just reuse the Eurostar platform for fast services because of the way that the international borders and things are set up. That's one of the things that's made converting Waterloo so tricky, was they had so much stuff that they had to get rid of from the old build. Just want to do this quickly and select that. And I realise I've put this the wrong way round, so we'll go like this and like this. Build separate, number 11. There we go. We don't need to name these right now, we just need to set them up. So you are that one, you are that one, you are that one, and then you're going to copy from that, or if next order is that one. It would be nice though if Sympancrus could be extended somehow. I'm not really sure how they'd be able to do it though, because I think both sides, there's roads running down both sides, and there is a bit of a gap between the eastern side and the road, but then it's trying to get the tracks to align and everything like that. It's probably going to be quite tricky. I do hope that wasn't a red card I just saw. Or a penalty. I really hope that wasn't a penalty, because we haven't got a good record saving penalties. Oh, it's a free kick. Mind you, we haven't got a great record against free kicks either. A lot of people probably wonder why I'm a Newcastle fan. The simple answer is my family hails from up north. So it was instilled into me at a young age. Certainly wasn't because I'm a glory hunter or anything like that, believe me. Far from. Oh, great save, Dubravka. Come on, let's go in half time with a 1-0 lead. And then second half we can try and double it. Oh, if Sam Maxim had made a run there. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. What would be the solution to capacity new platforms? I think it's one of these things. We live in a society now where anything is possible. And I think this is one of those instances where there is no solution. I think we're stuck with it. And a lot of people are probably going to complain about that. One of the big solutions would be to perhaps build a new terminal for Midland Mainline underground and connect it that way. But I think that would get in the way of Thameslink a little bit more. Because even the approach lines to St Pancras on the oops, wrong thing. On the Midland Main Line, even those, they almost look like a bit of an afterthought. Like at the last minute, they suddenly went, "Oh crap, we still need to get the trains in from Bedford." So I think putting it underground and connecting it to the main terminus, that might be a solution. But you can't just keep digging tunnels underneath everything and expect that to be your problem solution, because that's only feasible for so long, and then it becomes its own issue. Alright. Allow. That was the right one. I just did the wrong bloody one. Alright, hang on. You copy from that. You share with that. And then this one, just remove that. If direction is from the front, then allow. I can't remember exactly how deep the Thameslink platforms are. It might be possible to put the Midland ones on an intermediate level. I'll have to look on Google Maps to see how big St Pancras actually is, because it might be feasible to do it. To do the expansion, like just expand it outwards. It might be feasible, as long as they do it well. It doesn't look ugly. More times than not these days, they do get it right. So there's no issue there really. Alright, let's get these shared. If entry direction is from the front, then allow. These are going to be for terminating trains from Bar City and from Wenningpool. I think it is Wenningpool, West Dahlia. Been watching Newcastle, forgot you streamed at this time. That's alright, Ben. No worries. Good goal. Good goal from Sam Maximan. Pleased to see he's off the mark now. It does kind of highlight Almiron a little bit more now because the new guy's come in and scored before he has. But, you know, he'll get there. One day it'll cannon off his arse and go in and we'll all be happy. Or if next order is number 11, which is that one. And then on this side, you and you. Copy from here, share with here. You change to that. And then if entry direction is from the front, then... Are you watching the match on Amazon, Ben? If so, what do you make of it? I think they're doing alright so far. Been pretty impressed. Oh God. Keep clicking on the wrong sodding thing. It's really annoying. So you are that one. You've already got the from the front. Yep, good. And then this one, I'm just going to copy from this one. And then just change these to that. And that. Alright, and then this. These can all share. Like this, and then we can go deny if entry direction is from the front, then deny allow. Done that, save this. I think what I like the most about Amazon is the string quality is amazing. The score bar is very easy to read, unlike BT's, because they put it in the bottom corner for some stupid reason. I'm just watching the replay of the goal again. I do like Carroll. I hated him when he went to Liverpool, but I know he was forced out. Allegedly forced out. He claims he was forced out. I'll believe him for the time being. Yeah, he is a good player when he's fit. And the fact that it's BBC commentators as well. I hate BT commentators. I like BBC commentators. So it's all good. It's all good for me. Although I think did they have Michael Owen commentating on something the other day, which I'm not a huge fan of. Might fit an extra platform in. Looking at Google, I think what they could do is leave the existing platforms in situ, because the building, the Eurostar terminal, the new building, the modern glass-fronted one, they've already built it over the Thameslink box, so they could, in theory, put another box on the other side. They'd have to shore up the foundations and stuff, but they might be able to fit another box on the other side. So they could have the 4 platforms up top still, and then have an additional 4 platforms underneath. That could work. Then you don't have to worry, because you're doubling your capacity then, and you only have to dig tunnels for 4 tracks. So you can have 4 tracks go straight down to 2, and you've effectively doubled your in and out capacity. So, I don't know. I don't know what else is down there. That's the other thing. Because the underground doesn't go near there, to my knowledge. The central, bloody central. The Circle Line certainly doesn't. The Metropolitan doesn't, because they're on Euston Road. The Northern Lines might... The Northern Line might be nearby, because it crosses under the site, and the Victoria Line in the opposite direction. So they could present some problems. But if you build it at the same level as Thameslink, it'll be easy to get to. You can pretty much go then straight from the high-speed platforms down both sets of escalators to the Midland platforms, instead of having to go down all the way along the bottom of the station and then up again. That's always been an inconvenience for me. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm just checking the signals at these other high-speed stations. I think I think we could squeeze in a... Well, maybe not. I need to finish by 9. That's the thing. I need to finish by 9. So I think I'll just check the signals at these stations and then we'll start wrapping up. Still had no suggestions for episode 50, which I'm getting quite concerned about. Alright, you're just done by length, so that's fine. So now I'll check the GSG ones to make sure that the waypoint is set up correctly. These should all be done by train length. So we're using these at Eurostars. I think these aren't the... Or maybe they are. Oh yeah. I might use the GNER livery, because it's quite a nice livery. I used to like the GNER livery. I was kind of sad when they disappeared. No tube lines across the glass part. Okay. In that case, it should be feasible. Alright, you're not done by waypoint either. I might actually change you so you are done by waypoint. And I can just do that by removing this if next order is right the way over here. Then allow. This isn't the most convenient setup, considering, but it's not the worst. I'll just do it like this. If next order is deny and allow. There you go. Yeah, tunneling under the freight terminal here is not ideal. I'd have liked to have had maybe here it come out of the tunnel for a bit and then back in again, but it is what it is. So I'm going to go away between streams. Oh, that was a big announcement I wanted to make. It's to do with the 0.5 episodes, and this might not be a popular decision, but hopefully I'll explain it in a way that it at least makes sense. I'm not expecting everyone to immediately understand it, but basically, I was doing some thinking the other day. George had some suggestions to do with Patreon, how to get more people to support me on Patreon, and I don't think it's right that patrons dictate how my Patreon is run, but there were some good points in there. So I was thinking of ways that I can get more patrons, more people to support me on Patreon. And one of the ideas I had is currently I do 0.5 episodes. So I was planning on doing a 0.5 episode for this week, but I think it'll be for the week after my break, which is next week, by the way. So there won't be a stream next week. So the plan I had was to take the 0.5 episodes and make them exclusive to patrons only. So I still need to look into how to do that. But from now on, they'll be like 10 to 15 minutes long, these episodes. It'll mostly be time lapses of me building stuff, adding... In this case, it's a couple of branch lines that have been suggested. In the future, it might be a station rebuild. And putting those up for patrons only. So it'll be any tier. You don't have to support, $15, $20 or anything like that. $1 a month and you'll have access to all of those 0.5 episodes. And again, it's not the most popular decision in the world. Some people might be against that idea. Personally, I don't want to have to do that. But at the same time, a lot of content creators I watch, they do have some stuff behind a paywall, and actually I don't mind them doing that because it's then my choice as to whether I want to see those videos. And a lot of the time they're not really things that interest me, so I do tend to skip over them. But I'm not trying to put people off watching my content. It's more a case of I'm at a stage now where I need Patreon to start working out for me. And for a long time now, I've had 2 patrons who have been supporting me for a long time, and I'm very grateful for that. But I would like to have some more. So, as I say, it's open to all tiers, $1 a month or $25 a month, whichever suits you. You get all the other tier rewards, and then you'll also be able to watch the 0.5 episodes as well. But let me know in the comments and in the chat right now, feedback for that. It's kind of an out of nowhere announcement, I know, but as I say, hopefully you guys understand why I'm doing it at least. And for those of you that already support me on Patreon, you're unaffected by that anyway, so it's not that big an issue for you guys. How many trains do I need? According to this, I need 12. Is that right? Okay, guess I'm buying 12. This is for the estimated. I think the actual might be a little bit lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But yeah, do let me know your feedback in the chat and everything like that. I'm always interested in hearing what people think. And hopefully, this will encourage a couple more people to support me on Patreon. As I said, it's $1 a month. You know, it's not even the price of a coffee. It's the price of, I don't know, what's a dollar these days? It's the price of a 99-cent sweet plus a cent. That's all it is. I would like to say it in pounds, but I don't think Patreon do it in pounds. I think it's always in dollars. So $1 a month, and you'll have access to the 0.5 episodes. If you don't watch the 0.5 episodes anyway, then this announcement doesn't really affect you guys. But yeah, I think that's a good time and a good place to end the stream. Doesn't look like anyone has any suggestions for episode 50. If you do between now and 2 weeks' time, feel free to comment down below this video or start a thread on my Reddit, or you can just put it on my Discord, and I'll be able to pick it up and take the suggestions. Limitless suggestions, you know, new routes, anything like that, anything you can think of. The idea is to do like a 3 to 4 hour stream, bunch a load of ideas together and do a big type of stream. So probably it'll be something like a route build, and then some station build, signal programming, and then train, or, you know, service planning, and then actually adding trains to the network, and maybe even a little ride through on a train at the end as well. I get why it's happened. Hopefully it works. Yeah, I'll need to find a way to completely integrate it. I think it's something to do with, you have to upload your videos to a special place, and then you can share it, and it stops patrons from sharing the link. I don't think anyone will do that, but it's nice to have that peace of mind, you know. Have you watched YouTube Rewind 2019? Not yet. I've heard some people talk about it. Some people have said it's good, some people have said it's bad. It's basically a Watch Mojo top 10 video. They obviously didn't watch PewDiePie's last year. Ugh, I hate PewDiePie so much. He's one of the reasons why the adpocalypse happened. And then he was the first to moan about it because he's a man-child. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to wrap up the stream here, guys, so I can go watch some of the second half of the football before it's siege time. So, until next time, thanks very much for watching. Like I said, no stream next week. It's my week off. I say that, I'm still doing XVI stuff, so I never have a week off. But it'll be a week off from making videos. Hopefully I can kick Premiere's ass into gear as well and get that working for the future. I have a Planet Coaster video ready for 2 weeks' time as well, so I'm looking forward to getting that up. But yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. Like I said, episode 50 coming up very, well, I'll say very shortly. 9 weeks time, episode 50 will be coming up, so get the comments in now so that we can plan it all out. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support, and until next time, I'll see you soon.